What's up guys? Welcome back to Toon, Duelists. In this video I'm going to show you some Nexus replays of our Phantom Knights deck profile. Now I'm super hyped to show this one to you guys. It was so fun playing this deck. It is very easy actually. If you get the hang of it once, it's not that hard to play, especially when Nexus tells you where you can activate which effect, of course. Always a thing you have to keep in mind. And with the new support in Chaos Origins, this deck just got a huge power boost. No longer relying on engines like Adventurer or Horus right here. We can play it pure now. Of course, if you want the full Phantom Knight experience, don't forget to check out the deck profile so you know what I'm working with right here, as well as the basic combo and test hand video, because obviously I can't explain how the combos exactly work while we watch the replays. So if you want to learn this deck, the test hand and basic combo video is the one for you. So guys, before we dive right into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. This would really help us a lot. It's one small click for you, but means the world to us, of course. And we provide you with weekly deck profiles, combo tutorials, test hand videos, Nexus replays, and of course, the best Yu-Gi-Oh! News on YouTube. If you want to further support us, don't forget to check out our Twitch and our Instagram channel with the links in the description. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. Alright, the first duel was a pretty fun one against Kashtira Odion right here. Interesting combo. I was going first. With Rhoda, we search for Decayed Cloak, one of the best starters. With Red, if you watch the combo video, you know how it goes. Then Greaves is just a great extender right here. We set up our trap, and as you can see, we didn't even normal summon and already have 3 monsters on our board. This is just insanely good. Then, of course, Greaves is perfect to go into Scythe, because you want Red in grave, and Greave is not that useful in the grave usually. It can help you special summon from the hand, but you normally don't really need that. Then we again have the double combo of Decayed Cloak, 1 in our hand, 1 special summoned by Scythe. So just amazing how many monsters and how many materials we have. Here I used the quick XC summoning of Umbrage Veil. That wasn't really necessary, to be honest. Then I had to search the wings. With our Torn Scales we discard the wings. We banish the wings to extend for 1 more. So that was a little misplay. Umbrage Veil was really useless here. Shouldn't have used that. But anyways. Then we go with our Shaman Knight, we summon again, go into Bardiche. Bardiche Foolish is another Red, pretty useless. We just want to set up our Fogblade. Then we go into our Breaksword. Breaksword is popped, and we bring back Red and Decayed Cloak into our Xyz Dragon, which is pretty cool because Red and Decayed Cloak are already in the grave. So that's always something you have to watch out. What do you use for your Xyz Dragons? Because those materials stay there for a while. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Then we use Decayed Cloak and Red in the grave to even go into an Evosworn, and that's our end board right here. Now, what is he gonna do? He's evenlying us. That's just, I can't even remember when it was the last time that I got an evenly, just really hard one. We kept Requiem, but he got rid of it with his Typhon. He sets up a whole lot of back row, and that's basically all we can do. In his turn, I decided to extend for Torn Scales and Decayed Cloak. You never know what he has in his back row, so that was a good choice in my opinion, because with Called by the Grave, he could have prevented that. Then we go into our Breaksword. We try to get rid of Typhon. Obviously, we want to go for the OTK. His Called by the Grave, he could have just Called by the Grave Breaksword and prevent the pop, so that was a misplay on his side. We then go into Raider's Knight and an Arc Rebellion. Now, the thing is, Arc Rebellion, as we have a board right here now, is not enough to OTK, so we have to extend. So we have as many monsters and as much attack on the field as possible. So we just bring everything out on the field we can. We then even use our Greaves to bring out this one. Dark comes out, brings us Typhon, and that's the last bit we needed. Now our Arc Rebellion Dragon is strong enough to hit the OTK. So as you can see, even because our board was completely broken, evenly Typhon, we had an empty board. But with this lineup, we were able to come back and perform the OTK. Just amazing in my opinion. Alright, the next replay against Sky Striker. Very strong deck. Kashtira Odion might not be meta relevant, but Sky Striker definitely is. We were lucky with 2 Fuva in hand, so we dropped 1 right away. He then goes Heatwave. Very interesting choice in Sky Striker, I think. Yeah, so he just goes into 1 A0. sets up his hand basically with all the spells and yeah, only spells he really needs, and gives us his turn, or gives us our turn. We then go for Silent Boots with the Foolish, and we add a Fogblade right here. So our setup is complete because we can't summon anything, so we at least have a Fogblade. That's all we can really do. So we try to prevent Sky Striker A0 from attacking with Fogblade. Obviously, it gets crushed. He then brings out 2 Sky Strikers. We can drop another Fuva, which is amazing in this case, because as you're about to see, we get 1 draw from this Fuva right here. He then goes into Kagari, obviously, running into us. And then we get another draw, because he again goes into A0. So very interesting line right here. We basically had to give up our first turn. He sets a huge big row, back row up for us, and then we start our combo. We go into Torn Scales. Torn Scales gets stolen and negated, so that sucks. Then we go Decayed Cloak, special summon effect, and we activate the on summon, and then he goes Super Poly. So another interruption we had to deal with, but the search goes through and we can search Solaret, which we can now special summon because we control no monsters. But then he goes A0, brings out both, gets rid of Solaret, but we can still set up Umbrage Veil, which we then activate, obviously, to bring out another monster. He goes into a Kagari right away, and I changed the rows into defense because, yeah, why not? Then we special summon Boots, and we can still go into Scythe. So that's pretty amazing right here. Obviously, Decayed Cloak can't search anymore, but we search Wings, Torn Scales comes back, and we then go into Cherubimi. Cherubimi foolishes again, and we're able to banish to get another Foolish off a Fogblade. Fogblade can extend again for a Decayed Cloak. We go into Bardiche, because Bardiche can now further set up with a Cloak, and we straight up search our rank up spell, because it's gonna get hard to go into anything basically. We then use the rank up spell to go into an Arc Rebellion, and we're able to pop and bring out Greaves, which is honestly not that bad. We then go into Breaksword. Breaksword can now pop itself. We don't need Bardiche to get rid of back row, and of course he brings back 2 level 4s. And we can go into Raider's Knight. Raider's Knight can then rank up into Arc Rebellion, because Arc Rebellion doesn't need to have the Dark Rebellion, and with 1 big blow we can finish this off. So you saw how many interruptions we had to take right here. Super Poly and whatever we just had to take, and we were still able to beat a meta contender with this deck. Just insane. Alright, and the final replay for today was against the Umral Horror archetype. Brand new one, we don't really have that in the TCG right now, but also very interesting. He sets up a field spell, and the field spell says we can only summon 2 non-number monsters from our extra deck this turn. So a huge condition we have to deal with now. Then we go into Scythe, and now we have to change the lineup, obviously. We bring out Decayed Cloak, so far so good. We then bring out Greaves. We special summon Boots, we then extend for Greaves, and now we straight up have to go into Breaksword, because obviously we have to get rid of the field spell to go further in our combo. So now we bring back our 2 Phantom Knights, make them level 4, go into the Arc Rebellion. Scythe searches the rank up spell, which we have both in hand right now. A Foolish Burial lets us bring out Torn Scales in the grave. We then do the basic shenanigans, we search Wings. Torn Scales will now hit the field again. With Torn Scales, we get rid of the Wings, Foolish another one, and then straight up go into Bardiche with Scythe, because Scythe it has no use for us anymore. We have our rank up, that's all we really need. Now we can extend some more, go into Shamanite, Shamanite will add, and we can even pop the monster. So that's the great thing about Phantom Knights. If your opponent is able to bring out bodies during your first turn, you can still pop them right away with Phantom Knights. That's just a part I love about this deck. Really, really great. Now we rank up, we special summon our Cloak, we go into Requiem, and we end right here. So as you can see, we still have so many bodies on the field. We have Umbrage Veil, so we could go into a quick rank 3, but there's just no good targets. That's just such a shame. Alright, Requiem deals with the first monster effect and brings back Breaksword. Breaksword wasn't that useful, honestly. Then Requiem deals with the second monster effect in the grave. It's just insane that this can negate anywhere, not on the field, not in the hand, it can be anywhere. It's just insane. Alright, then he goes into his first Exceed for Masquerade and he ranks up into the new Chaos 104, I think it is. Requiem deals with that. He tries to pop our spell, so we just, use it to rank up our Breaksword into Arc Rebellion. Arc Rebellion is not that useful now, but it will be next turn. Then he brings out another Umral Horror monster, and here's the insane part. I knew he searched, and I knew, obviously, he would want to go into a rank 4, right? So he activates the effective special, I activate Umbrage Veil to go into Breaksword, and now our Badish can trigger, and we can even chain block it with our Shamanite and pop the new monster so he doesn't have any material to go into another Xyz. He then again sets up the field spell, which now doesn't bother us. We have all we need. Arc Rebellion will deal with him in no time, and that's all we're gonna do, or we would have done it if he didn't surrender. I mean, honestly. We just would have, all we needed to do is activate Arc Rebellion, have a huge boost, and run into him again. So, as you can see, the two Arc Rebellion dragons really are the deal. Going first, Requiem, and if you go into your third turn, or if you go into the third turn in general, you just deal with it with Arc Rebellion. This deck is insanely good.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely leave a like and a subscription. This would really help us a lot. It's one small click for you, but means the world to us, of course. And we provide you with weekly deck profiles, combo tutorials, test hand videos, Nexus replays, and of course, the best Yu-Gi-Oh! News on YouTube. If you want to further support us, don't forget to check out our Twitch and our Instagram channel with the links in the description. And most importantly, don't forget to let us know what you think about those replays down in the comments. We always love to read and answer your comments and stay in touch with our community that way. If you want the full Phantom Knight experience, don't forget to check out our deck profile as well as the basic combo and test hand video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, have a good one.